her lemonade business, the book that's coming out, her clothing line. We talked to Mom. Now we are going to talk to the other half. That's the reason why this girl is so confident, so talented. Please help me welcome the dad. We have Mr. Dr. Victor Walker. Welcome.
How you doing? Thank you.
Oh my gosh, True is amazing.
Sure.
What's it like being her father?
Where do we start, right? I think it's a really, really great thing. My daughter brings so much sunshine to me. I can come home after a hard day's work and just be drained. And as soon as I walk through the door, she's Daddy, and everything changes. It's like, okay, we back to we back to where we started. You know what I mean? And everything is good. Like True is very she's very contagious with her happy spirit. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care
is.
what the situation is, she's gonna always change the dynamics of the room, and it's gonna always be for the best. She brings so much joy to me and my family.
That is incredible. Talk about your background, because I'm sure a lot of the things that are instilled in her, obviously it's from her parents. So tell us about you.
Okay, so I am an author. I am a fashion designer. I design clothes. I act. I also did performances. Written music and things of that nature, but by trade, I am a local 25 iron worker, instructor, and I have been for the past 8 years or so. And what I like to do is I like to, involve a lot of young men and women. I do a lot of community outreach and youth mentoring. And what I like to do is, get them involved in the trades to let them see that there's a different path. Some of us are not necessarily going to be equipped to go to college just as much as we, would like to think otherwise. And then some individuals just have different ideas of what their future looks like. And so I like to provide that opportunity to those young people to, make that pivotal change in their life. If they want to get into the trades, I help them get involved in the trades.
That is incredible. Now, Dr. Walker, what is your doctorate in?
So it's in humanitarianism. So it's in humanitarianism, and just
you got this.
No, I do. It makes me feel so great because I was honored with this, and it just makes me feel great. It's humanitarianism. Yeah.
Humanitarianism.
Yes,
you clearly have a passion for philosophy, giving back, pouring into others, uplifting your community. Why is that so important to you?
Because, I come from a background. I was born and raised in Detroit. I was raised on Dexter. And, it's arguably one of the worst areas in the city of Detroit. Mm-hmm. And because I was able to undergo certain circumstances and come from under them, I know there are a lot of other people who face those same type of situations. And for me to be able to not only give back and be able to talk about some of the things that have plagued me in my life that I've been able to overcome, I want to be able to inspire other individuals to do the same, as well as show them that they can, choose their own journeys in life and still be productive in anything that they choose to be.
Yes, and with where you grew up, what you went through, is that why you're so focused on making sure when your daughter comes to you with an idea that you support her to the absolute fullest?
Absolutely. I think oftentimes, and it can be a conditional thing, it can be generational. Sometimes, like when I was growing up, I had certain ideas and they weren't always met with the most positive, connections. Like sometimes my parents may say, yeah, I like that idea. Maybe that may work, maybe not. However, I was one of those individuals who always kept on pushing. But what I did not want to do is project my own ideas onto my daughter and have her think that just because I felt a certain way that what she wanted to accomplish didn't have any merit or any meaning. And so my thing is to make sure that not only I listen to my kids, but I also, strive to make sure that when they do make those decisions, I can assist them in any way possible to get, the best results out of it.
Yeah, and these are ideas that your daughter, she's bringing to you. I feel like a lot of times when people see a kid who has a brand or business, they think that it's the parents that's forcing them to do this,
Sure.
but not at all the case here.
So I'll tell you, this is a funny story. I came in the house one day from work, and True, like as she always does, she's always dressed up in her costume jewelry and everything. And,
The costume jewelry?
Yeah, she is always blinging, right?
Oh my goodness.
So I came home one day, and my wife was there, and she said, Daddy, I'm going to change my name to Rich Girl True.
Oh.
And I said, what? And, I didn't know where it came from, right? But she had her jewelry on. I said, okay. So I'm very I don't want to say critical, but I'm very conscious about when I'm talking to my daughter because I want her to know where her ideas come from. She watches a lot of YouTube and things of that nature. So I want to make sure that her ideas are really her ideas. So I said, well, why do you want to change your name to Rich Girl True? She said, because I have a golden heart.
Aw. Oh,
I
my
said,
goodness.
I said, okay. Because it made sense. It wasn't just about
Wow.
money or
It's
anything
not
like
about
that.
the money.
Right. So when she said that, I said, okay. I said, so what's motivating? Why do you want to change it? She's like, I'm going to start a lemonade company. I said, a lemonade company, and what are you going to name it? She was like, duh, Rich Girl True.
Oh, she's
Rich
like,
Girl Lemonade.
follow the plan,
Right.
Dad. Are you
Right.
listening?
So as we go along with it for a while, I said, okay. So I asked her another really critical question. I said, so what's going to make your lemonade different than someone else's lemonade?
Yes.
Everybody has lemonade. She said, I'm going to put glitter in it, and this was the turning point for me. I said, you can't put glitter in lemonade. Like, you can't do that. She was like, yes, I can. I was watching YouTube, and they have edible glitter.
Oh, wow.
So
She
I was
had
like,
the
you know
solution
what?
already.
Let me get my thoughts together, right?
Wow.
So I said, okay. And then I began to like listen to it more and more. My wife got involved, and we kind of like really surrounded ourselves with her idea. And we looked into some different aspects of the ingredients and what we could do to help her bring her vision to life. And it started formulating.
That is
And that's what
amazing.
happened.
What is it like to see the success and the passion that your daughter has?
Well, the passion is like she's passionate about everything she does. Like she talked about karate, she talks about her dance, she talks about drawing. She's passionate about all those things, and it seems like they're all equal with her passionate. But what I think stands out to me more than anything with True is that she does not stop. She does not stop, and if she says she wants to do something, she's going to do it, and she's an unstoppable little girl, and I love her for her passion. And my goal is just to make sure that she gets everything that she wants, as long as it's within reason, of course.
Yeah, within reason. She is only 6 years old. Is it mind-blowing to see her, so motivated at such a young age?
Well, it's mind-blowing in the sense that, again, it's constant. But she's around that type of energy in our household.
Yeah.
We are firm believers that if you see something in your mind and you can calculate what the possibilities are, as long as you have faith in it and you put forth those actions behind it, and you have a true spiritual core and a guidance helping you, get to where you're trying to go, it's going to manifest, and it's just a matter of time.
Absolutely. That is incredible. It was so great having you all on the show. Dr. Victor Walker, thanks for joining us. True and Mom, come on in and say goodbye to the show. We got to have one last look at this beautiful family. Keep doing your thing, True. Incredible young girl, Rich Girl Lemonade, Rich Girl Essentials. Be sure to check them out.